My name is Jamie Fifarek, and I live here in Bloomington. I have a husband, Steve, and 3 kiddos aged 6, 8, and 10, Parker, Audrey, and Emma. Yeah, and I have recently become the advocate for the Bloomington area. I have always been, I guess you could say, an advocate for children. Well, actually in college, I was like, I definitely feel like adoption or foster care or something is just on my heart. And then fast forward, getting married, having children, I would say this past year, I really just feel like I had a prompting of the Spirit that I was supposed to be doing more. And so my husband and I talked about things and prayed about it. And we weren't quite at the point where we were ready to jump in with foster care per se, or adoption at this point. But I wanted to be able to do something to make an impact. Selfishly, the human nature side of me desired comfort and not another task and something to complete. But now that my kids are all in school and I work part-time, so I do have some free time, and one day I'm gonna have to answer for how I spent that free time and what I did with my life, and some Bible verses that come to mind about just putting your faith into action. So from James 1:22 through 25, it says, "Be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man who looks intently at his natural face in a mirror. For he looks at himself and goes away and at once forgets what he was like. But the one who looks into the perfect law, the law of liberty, and perseveres, being no hearer who forgets, but a doer who acts, he will be blessed in his doing." And then from James 2:17, "So also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead." And so, I would be doing these Bible studies with my small group or my friends, and then we'd talk a lot, but I didn't feel like I was putting that into action as much as I really deep down desired to. And so I knew I needed to find an avenue to pursue that was inside of me, or it would probably just kind of fizzle out. And I knew I didn't want that to happen. But it's like I just knew I had to do that next step and be faithful in that. Even though I was nervous and scared, something that I'm excited about as I partner with TFI is that my family can come along for the journey, and they can be a part of being Jesus's hands and feet as well. I think that Jesus has called us to more, where we do need to go out of our comfort zones. And I want my kids to experience Jesus, because that's it. In those moments when we're out of our comfort zone and we are relying on Him, we are praying, because we don't feel adequate, and I don't feel adequate, that, we're relying on Him, and they are getting to truly experience Jesus and not just hear about Him in Sunday school. Although that is obviously very important to, learn the Bible and know it, but to actually put it into action is very important for me to show my kids and to have them be a part of it. If you're considering taking a next step, I would just remind you that His grace is sufficient to meet you where you are. You are not alone. TFI in particular has an amazing support system, and He will honor that faithfulness that you take in that step. And actually, as TFI says, we want to support the foster care community and experience Jesus together. So it's not only you impacting others, although that is an amazing thing that you get to be a part of, you are going to be impacted as well.